going to rigidly trying to maintain all these laws on the book and put their order followers out on the street to enforce them, and they don't even understand that they've been enslaved, And another thing, just briefly to touch on, that I would just like to say about police and order followers regarding this is you ask people what they do this job for. You ask them what they do this job for. And they believe, just like the people in the season of sacrifice belief system believe, the occultists who believe that they have to give blood to the earth and the sun every year or something horrible will happen. They believe that without doing that practice of enforcing man's law, that there will be chaos on the earth. And I sit there and I think, what kind of a full-grown man would sit on a daily basis and worry about societal breakdown and chaos anywhere in the world, to the extent that you would say, let me go join a cult called the police that protects all these high-level elites and their pedophile belief systems and their ridiculous bloodshed-based belief systems like the season of sacrifice, and say, I think I have to do this, otherwise there'll be chaos. First of all, that's like a fearful little child inside. You have to have the mindset of a little tiny fearful child whose mommy and daddy isn't there to protect him, to say, I'm worried about chaos breaking out. I'm worried about societal breakdown. I have to go and forcibly control other human beings or there will be chaos. Like, what kind of a man thinks like that? I see, it's so foreign to my mindset because I don't have that level of fear. That level of fear is not instilled in me. You didn't break my soul or my spirit to such an extent where I sit there and I worry about the possibility of chaos and mass disorder. Couldn't give a shit. Couldn't care less about that kind of stuff. You know why? I'm a strong individual. That's why. I don't fear things like that. You know what's infinitely more fearful to me than any kind of societal breakdown that might happen between human beings? It's this little thing that you might want to be a little bit concerned about, ladies and gentlemen, and it's called slavery. You see? That's a much bigger concern to me, and that's much more chaotic than societal breakdown. Because slavery is the destruction of the human soul. That's what we should be concerned about. We should be concerned about whether we are free or not whether we are safe or not. I mean, who sits there all day worried about safety? You know who sits there worried about safety? A little insecure child sits and worries about their safety. A punk little child that has no emotional maturity and development as an adult human being. Yeah, and I'm directly attempting to insult people who think like that, in case you haven't gotten it yet. Okay? To worry about chaos and societal breakdown is the mentality of a fearful, undeveloped, non-emotionally developed child that has not reached emotional maturity as an adult. And that's what all these order followers are. They have parental abandonment issues psychologically. And this is what they think about and are concerned about because mommy wasn't there enough or because daddy wasn't there enough. And you know what? That's of no concern to me. This is of no concern to me. What is of concern to me is what is happening to our human rights. What is happening to our freedom as human beings? We are being enslaved by government. We are being enslaved by the military and the police. And the sickening death power that they have over the population through the weapons that we've allowed them to possess.
Right.
And then we want to believe that when they tell us we can't have defensive weapons against these absolute rotten psychopaths that are running the world, these demons, You give up that right, you're permanently finished.